Hello everyone. So in this particular video we will do a practical of S3 and we will try to understand about how S3 versioning works, and also we will see couple of things like about the bucket policy, how actually we handle in a S3. So what we will do first in a console, right, we'll search for the S3. Last time we had deleted our S3 bucket, right? So let's quickly create one S3 bucket and then we will see how actually versioning works here. So click on the create bucket. After that, you have to give the bucket name, POC, bucket, something random name I am giving. So this is the name I am giving. After that, object ownership, ACL disable. This one we are selecting. Block all public access. So let's click this. Bucket versioning, as of now it is disabled. Let's disable. Click on the create bucket. Now what will happen? One bucket will be created. Now this is the bucket we have created. Under this bucket, right, if you want to upload a file, you can upload that. So let me upload. I will upload one file. This one, CSV file. Click on the upload. Now what will happen? One CSV file got uploaded. Now if I will show you, this is the CSV file. If I close this, so we have uploaded one file. Now coming to the versioning. What is a versioning? Suppose you are uploading one file again and again, right? So in this case, what will happen? Overwritten will happen. So in if you want to avoid the overwritten, right? So in that case, what actually you can do? You can enable the versioning. For this particular file, right? As of now, versioning is not enabled. Now again, if I'll upload the same file, let's see what will happen. If I click here, if I click on the CSV file again, if I click on the uploaded successfully, click on the close, you can see I can still see only one file. If I refresh also, even though I uploaded 2 to 3 times, if the same name is there, what actually happened? Overwritten happened. If I go here, if I go to the version, right, you can see no version as of now. Not if you have this kind of the scenario which you want to handle, which you want to keep multiple versions of the file. Suppose this is the file which got updated later on, right? Now, as of now, overwritten is happened, but if you want to go back into the previous version also, so in this case, versioning helps to create a different version of the file. So what you have to do first, you have to enable. Go to the properties, bucket versioning is there. Click on the edit, click on the enable, click on the save changes. Now what will happen? Versioning got enabled. Now if you want to upload it, click on this, click on the add files. Let me upload the same file again. Upload. File got uploaded. Now you will say like I can still see only one file. But if you click here, if you click here, if you go to the versions, right? You can see the version got created. So the first version is null. You can see this is the current version. This is the previous version. Similarly, if what I will do again, I will try to upload the files, add files, this one, click on the upload. Now what will happen for this particular file, right? If you'll check the version, right, whatever the previous version that also got created. Like that, what actually we are doing, we are creating the versions of the file. So in future, right, if you had to refer the previous version of the file, what actually you can do, you can come here and you can download it. Whatever the versions are there, right, that all the version you can delete it. Even in from command prompt also, whatever the versions are there, that actually you can list it down and you can access those. So this is a very useful uh, from data engineering perspective also, and in normal use case also, where sometime it happens like we are getting a files and that file is corrupted, so we want to go into the previous version of the files, right? So this versioning there generally it helps. Now let's see how actually we can give a public access to this particular bucket. Now if you suppose this is your bucket, right? In this bucket, whatever the objects you have, suppose this file you want to give a public access so that other people can download it and other people can see it, right? Then how actually you can handle the access. So what we had to do, when we were creating a object, right, there we have blocked all the public access. So if we'll go to the bucket and go to the permission, you can see this block public access. Click on this. As of now, we have blocked all the public access, but if we'll enable this, right, and after that you have to click on the confirm, save changes, click on the confirm, confirm. Now it will enable all the public access. Now if you want to access all the files within the your particular bucket, right, you have to add a bucket policy. Click on this, and there are lots of policy templates are here. If you click here, you can refer these are the templates. So whatever the access you want to give, right? Suppose your requirement is like you want to give a public access, allow a user to read only object that have a specific tag. So this is the template you can use. Similarly, require a specific tag key and value when allowing user to add the object tags. Like that, the multiple templates are there that actually you can use it. What I want to do, I want to give a public access. So I will click this, and if you click on the add new statement also, right, this one will come, but I already have these particular things. So one is a version statement effect allow, means all those kind of the access you want to give. Principal is star action s3 get object, and this particular ARN we have to pass. So how you will get the ARN? If you'll go to here, right, in your bucket and your object, right, you will see I am in my bucket. If I'll click here, you will see one ARN. Click this and copy this into this resources. So this is the ARN. This is our bucket, right? After bucket slash star means under this bucket whatever the file, right, that I want to give a access, all those kind of the access, so everyone can access those. So I am allowing all get object for this particular bucket, and after that I will click on the save changes. Now we have given a access. Now if you go to the bucket, if you click here, this Delhi CSV, right, you can see one object URL is there. Now if anyone will click here, right, you can see this got downloaded. If I click this will be downloaded. So because we have given access, so whatever the file now we will upload here, right, then if you will share this object URL, that will be downloaded, they can easily access. So like that the access we can monitor, but in a production in industry we never give a public access, we always block this access, only the required permission only we give, only the required permission we give. But this example I have shown you so that how actually you can do the changes in your bucket policy, how actually you can block the public access, how actually you can enable the public access, so that you will get idea. So from this permission itself you can handle those kind of the scenario. This particular template I will give you so that you can refer it.